What's up guys, it's Arlene and welcome back to my channel. I'm actually really excited to film this video because, as you know, I haven't posted in a little bit. I haven't filmed a video in a little bit. I'm excited. We've got a new camera. I'm saying new because it's old, but it's new because I haven't used it in a long time. New editors, new everything. We're back, we're better, and I'm really excited. So today's video is going to be a little different because I've never really done a fashion video before. I'm basically going to be showing you guys my entire wardrobe. I feel like you guys don't see enough of me like wearing clothes because I pretty much wear just like whatever on camera and I don't really do my makeup. So I'm going to show you guys not all of my clothes but most of my wardrobe, mainly like key pieces that I really love a lot, how I style them, my fashion tips if you will, all that stuff. Also where I get my clothes, my aesthetics if you will. Girl, I thought this would be, I don't know, interesting not only for myself but if you're interested you can watch. Anyways, but this video is actually sponsored by Skillshare. I'm actually so excited for this because I watch so many YouTubers who have been sponsored by Skillshare and I've always wanted to use it. So when they came to me, I was like, yes. But Skillshare is just a huge online learning platform full of thousands of classes of so many topics, things like art, cooking, writing, language, and what I was most interested in, which is the film and photo editing. I got a sexy 3-month premium membership trial and you know I took advantage of it. So I'm actually taking 3 different classes right now. So one of the most recent classes they added is called Productivity for Creatives by Thomas Frank. It's a Skillshare original. Basically, it just teaches you how to use your work time wisely. If you're someone like a YouTuber, an influencer, whatever. You guys know I do a lot for this channel, my second channel, Ectopia, and just on social media in general. The time I do get to actually work on this, my social media versus school or just something in my life, he teaches you how to make the best of that time and get the most work out of the time you do put into your creative hobbies. And then I'm also taking DIY filming by Mark Sirosima. I was so wrong. Sersosimo. My bad. Mark Sersosimo. And he basically teaches you how to make super professional, solid looking, like shorter videos, things for like IGTV, Facebook Watch, whatever. Those type of smaller video platforms and how to make them even still look professional. And then finally, my all-time favorite one. This one is called Video Editing by Martin Pernancia. I really like that class because he actually uses Filmora and I haven't used Filmora in like 3 years. I used to use it in a lot of my older videos on this channel but then I stopped. So now that I'm back into it, I'm trying to get back into the swing of things because my videos when I was editing with Filmora were great but I like kind of lost on my tricks to the trade, and he teaches you how to make super dope video tricks and just little hacks to make your videos look better and more entertaining, and also how to use a ton of the features like video masking and stuff like that is already on Filmora. So very ideal. So hopefully I can do a little, you know, on this video. So Skillshare is less than $10 a month, which means you'll be spending exactly or even less than only $120 per year if you use it. And one of the best investments you could ever make in your life is with your own knowledge and on yourself with your own brain. So if you're interested in doing that, by all means click the first link in the description, and the first 1,000 of you who click the link will get a free premium subscription. And of course, you don't have to commit to it if you don't want it anymore. Once you do not want the subscription service anymore, you can just cancel it at any time. So that is all I got for Skillshare. Skillshare, thank you so much for sponsoring this video. And of course, without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so first things first, I want to talk about where I get my clothing from. Like I said, I know a lot of you guys don't really see much of my fashion on Instagram. I don't even think I have a body picture on my Instagram besides of me in a bikini. 97% of my closet is thrifted. I've been thrifting since for as long as I could remember. So when it became a trend, I was kind of happy because I remember I would have to like be secretive about where I got my clothes from, because once you said you got your clothes from Goodwill, people would roast you. The trick to thrift shopping though is that you have to take your time, and also don't just shop in the section for the gender you identify with. Like if you're a woman, don't just shop in the women's. If you're a man, don't just shop in the men's. Like mix around. Even kids clothes sometimes, like you can find some cute crop tops or whatever. So that is a lot of where my closet is from. And then I order online occasionally. One of the things I hate about ordering online is shipping, but if I do shop online, it is at AliExpress, which is very rare for clothes. I more shop at AliExpress for just random stuff, but like this top right here It's from AliExpress. It's the only shirt I own from AliExpress. But and then recently I've ordered off of Shein, and one of you guys actually commented on the IGTV I made where I was like showing all the stuff I got from Shein and was asking if it was bad. Here's my thing on fast fashion, little tidbit. So I know a lot of people these days are getting sponsored by like Princess Polly, Fashion Nova, etc., and those are fast fashion companies for the most part, including Shein. By no means do I support fast fashion or like the ethics and morals behind it, but I will say sustainability is a privilege, and I am a college student, not a millionaire. Buying sustainable clothes and stuff like that can be very expensive, which is why sites like Shein, Romwe, Fashion Nova, Princess Polly, Pretty Little Thing, etc., they are able to thrive because not everyone has a lot of money to spend on sustainable clothing that still looks cute, you know? And I know people are like, well, if you can't afford it, just go thrifting or stuff like that. But here's my thing. I will only purchase from a fast fashion website if it is something that I cannot thrift. So I really am picky about what I buy from those sites, and I think that's the best option you can consider if you are someone who shops from those sites. Don't just get a regular like black tank top or something, because you can get that from like Walmart or a thrift store or whatever. But if it is a piece that is really unique to you and you know you can't find it somewhere at a thrift or somewhere like Walmart where it's much more affordable, then by all means get it how you can. Ball on a budget. I have respect for anyone who can ball on a budget no matter where you get it from. I just think it's mindful of how often and how much are you getting when you purchase from fast fashion sites, because again, not everyone can afford to be sustainable. I hate spending money on clothes anyway, so if I do buy something, I want it to be like cute and that I know I will like for a long time. And then if it's not from the thrift store or online, I literally shop anywhere. I buy whatever is cute. Ross, Burlington, Walmart, they've got some bomb sweatshirts and sweatpants. I don't really go to the mall, but when I go, I like to shop at the H&M store. Not just like the regular clothes, but I more like the H&M basics. It's also really cheap too. I buy whatever I think is cool, whatever looks good on me from anywhere, as long as it's a good price and I know I'll wear it for a long time. The only things I do not buy secondhand are my shoes. I have always been like this, and it's also these days it's really hard for me to find shoes at the thrift store. Every time I go, I never find anything. So I do buy my shoes brand new, and the shoes that I do like aren't expensive. Like I'm not into like Jordans or like basketball shoes or anything like that. So things like Converse, Vans. I recently got a pair of Nike Air Force One. Like I just try to find staple shoes that I like and that I can wear with anything and move on. And those are like under $100, so it's no big deal. So fun fact, I can't choose one aesthetic. I've talked about this before so many times, but I cannot choose one aesthetic. And I don't think you should force yourself to stick to one aesthetic. I see so many people legit stressing about what their aesthetic is and how they want to dress and what they want to be like, the vibe they want to give off. It's really not that deep. Clothes are clothes. Your style is your style. You don't have to stick to one thing. And that is the motto I live by. I love so many different pieces and aspects from different aesthetics. So depending on how I feel that day, that's what I'm going to put on my body. The base of it, I've always been told I dress very sporty. When I think of sporty, I don't really think like, you know, sporty. I think I just like to dress comfortable. I really love leggings, sweatpants, things that allow me to move freely. I really enjoy that like model on duty type look. People like Bella Hadid, Gigi Hadid, Kendall Jenner, like when they just wear like leggings and a crop top with a denim sweatpants and something loose. Like I really mess with that model on duty type look, and that's how I used to dress to school for the most part. But then sometimes I also want to look like an Insta baddie. Call me basic, I don't care. But like I do have some pieces, you know, are more tight fitting, show off your figure, give you that like type look, you know, like you're straight off of Fashion Nova, even though I'm not built like those girls on Fashion Nova. And then days like today, sometimes I like a more feminine look, you know, titties low-key out. And then one of my favorites aesthetic, hands down, is like vintage dad or cool aunt mom vibe. A lot of these clothes that I wear that are inspired by that or from my mother. I love looking like a father or a cool soccer mom. It's my favorite thing. Also very comfortable, very loose clothing, but still you look like stylish and fashionable, you know? Not even gonna lie, most of my styling tips come from Pinterest and TikTok, but it's mainly from Pinterest. Like Pinterest is literally my baby. It is where I get all my inspiration for anything. It's where I get my makeup inspo, hair inspo, whatever. And I also follow like YouTubers too, who I've always thought have cool fashion. So like Enya, Yaz Caramanly, I don't know how you say her name. Colleen Diaz. Like, I just follow people like that who inspire me to also dress cool because they put like effort into their outfits. So first thing when it comes to styling, I think it's really important to know your body type. Hourglass, pear, rectangle, apple, because it's really important to know which clothes would look the most flattering and make your body stand out the most depending on what shape you are. I am convinced that I'm an inverted triangle. I think I'm somewhere between an inverted triangle and an hourglass. Not really sure what's going on there. You don't have to dress like for your body type, but if you're someone like me who wants to have a flattering look with clothes on, that's ideal. Okay, so one of these staples, I'm pretty sure everyone do this, is not even really a tip at this point, but small top, big bottom. It is amazing. Any body type can rock it no matter what. When you have big bottoms with a small top, the big bottoms help make it look like you have hips, especially if you don't have hips like myself, or if you have hip dips, so it makes you look like a box. I feel you. And then the small top will accentuate your waist, so when you bring that in and it just has your waist on display, your hips on display, it's a beautiful silhouette. If you want to show off your body but also kind of hide it at the same time, you feel me? Like if you are insecure about your thighs or your legs, that is ideal. Okay, so another fashion tip I live by is loose waistlines. I don't know if you guys can see on camera, but I do surely have rolls. Can y'all see? I have rolls. I'm a little soft in the stomach, I admit. Wearing things like tight skinny jeans and stuff like that, or tight shirts or whatever, can, you know, make things fall out of place, if you catch my drift. It honestly makes the experience of wearing things like skinny jeans or whatever really uncomfortable, because you know when you sit down, things are gonna start exiting the premises, you know? So loose waistlines is where to go. This applies to pretty much any bottom, except for skirts. I feel like you can't really get away with that too much because it'll look weird and the skirt might fall off of you. So I like to buy my shorts a little bit bigger, maybe half a size or a whole size bigger, so that the waistline is looser, and regardless of how skinny or fat my stomach is that day, it'll still look small. For sweatpants, if you have a drawstring, when you tie the drawstring, usually you like pull the strings back and that's what makes the waistline tight. But when you bring the ruches back to the front, it helps it look loose in the front and tighter in the back, so you don't have to worry about rolls in the front. And like I said, with jeans and skirts, you can buy them half a size or a size bigger. Okay, and then we have tucking and folding oversized tops. One of three things can happen when it comes to oversized tops. So either one, I've been doing this since like sophomore year. I did not coin this term. I stole this completely from Enya. The thought knot, it's when you just tie your shirt into a cute little, you know, Rosie the Riveter knot. Two, you tuck it in with or without a belt. And then the third is what I like to call the flatter fold. So you know how usually when you have like an oversized crew neck t-shirt, whatever, you kind of like fold it in the back so that your butt is showing and you bring the shirt to the front. And doing one of these three things is super flattering, again, on any body type, because it accentuates your waist. If you tuck in something, especially if you tuck it in with a belt, because you can keep the belt tight to make your waist look even smaller. The thought knot, if you thought knot correctly, the thought knot should be just at the highlighted point of your waist to also make it look smaller and slimmer. And again, the flatter fold shows off your waist, makes your hips look well, and your butt look great. And even tucking in a shirt, even in the front, if you don't want to do the flatter fold, the tuck in, or the thought knot, even just doing a little tuck in the front to kind of show off your waistline, always great. So that way you don't look like a walking box, you feel me, if you wear a bigger oversized shirt. Fourth thing is accessorizing. I never realized the importance of the little things, you know, whether that be a hat or jewelry, it'll really make a big difference in your outfit, especially jewelry. You guys know I get my jewelry from Ana Luisa. This butterfly necklace I'm wearing was a gift from literally when I turned 10 from one of my old friends. And then my name necklace is from Sufiel Jewelry. I also ordered things like rings and fake gold watches from Amazon and Wish, also AliExpress too. Even if it's just one necklace or one beanie, like you can look that much cooler in whatever outfit you're wearing. And then the last thing, which I think is super important, it's not what you wear or even where you get it from, but it's how you wear it. It doesn't matter how much you pay for the clothes, especially because we see people like Jake Paul, or back in the day the Dolan twins, who used to buy hella designer shit and still looked whack as hell. Like, it really doesn't matter how much money you spend on the clothes, it's just how you wear it, how you style it. There are literally people shopping in the kids sections now for crop tops, and you wouldn't even know, because one, that's kind of the style now, and two, if you style it in a cool way, I'm not even gonna ask you if it's a little boy or little girl's top, you know? And even me, like when I go thrift shopping, if I see something, say the men's section, I upcycle, I'm putting quotes around that because it's not really upcycling because I don't sew, I mainly just crop and cut, but it can make such a big difference and still look hella cute and flattering, but you wouldn't even know that it's a 2XL shirt from a thrift store. The most important thing is just to be mindful of one, the clothes you're wearing, and two, how you're gonna gonna style them. Don't just buy anything because it looks good. For the longest time, especially in middle school, I used to wear clothes just to seem cool or try to impress other people, especially because you didn't want to be the person who was like behind on trends or too late on getting a shoe or a top or this style of pants like after it's already phased out, like acid wash jeans. But I would always like buy clothes for other people, not really for myself, you know? But now, especially because I'm trying to fix my relationship with my body and how I wear my clothes, you want to dress to look cool, to feel cool, to be cool, but to yourself, not to other people, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna buy something just because it's on trend, especially if I don't think I'm gonna wear it for a long time or if the trend is gonna phase out. And I especially not gonna wear something that makes me uncomfortable or feel really conscious. One of the things I hate about wearing freaking clothes is how conscious I am of my body when I wear clothes, which is why I just feel the most confident. I have felt the most confident in just sweatpants and a big t-shirt because I don't have to worry about anything. I just want to have that peace of mind with clothes that I wear, that I don't have to be so wary of things falling out of place, you feel me? Or feeling that I look too fat or whatever the case may be in the clothes. So I just won't buy something or wear something if it doesn't genuinely make me feel 100% good, 100% confident, 100% like a badass bitch or pretty ass princess. For the longest time, I literally didn't even buy clothes. I only recently just started buying clothes for myself again because I had the worst relationship with clothing and my body when I had gained weight like significantly for the first time ever. In 2019, I would just look at my closet and be like, I can't wear any of this because I was just so uncomfortable and so not used to what I was seeing in the mirror. But now it's been like a year and some change, and I'm finally, I guess, getting more comfortable with what I'm seeing in the mirror because this is my body and this is like my new normal. Even though my body dysmorphia is like brazy. I do have moments where I look at my body and I'm like, this is a beautiful body, like you look like a goddess. They're rare and scarce, but when it does happen, that's when I feel confident enough to try out new outfits, try out new clothes, and find things that work for me. I want to wear clothes, wear flattering things for me, not to copy other people or please other people, and I highly recommend that to the rest of you as well. I know it's easier said than done. I still do even now. Like, I won't let myself buy certain clothing or buy certain things because I'm like, oh, I won't look good in that, I'm too fat, or whatever the case may be. And that is so sad and so damaging, especially because I say it like almost every day about something that I might see online. But really, I'm really working hard to try and fix my relationship with my body so that way I can just fully branch out into the styles that I deserve to be in. I deserve to be able to wear any clothing piece I want, regardless of what I look like. You don't have to not wear something just because you look a certain way. And I literally am a hypocrite. A hypocrite. Seriously, I can wear whatever I want and I can make it look good as long as I feel comfortable in what I'm wearing. But that is all I got for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed the little snippets and pieces of outfits I was trying on. That was very fun because honestly, those outfits, I'm not even gonna lie, half of them I have not worn outside the house, but they were really cool to try on and really fun. If I didn't put where something was from on the screen and you can get it online, then I will put it in the description. But if you can't get it online, likely it was thrifted, so I'm very sorry. I will also have a link to the jewelry I'm wearing because you know I get it from Ana Luisa, and also the website link to my name necklace. Thank you again to Skillshare for sponsoring this video. I really appreciate it, and I'm very much so taking advantage of your amazing platform. I am very excited to keep learning and doing more classes after I finish the ones I'm already taking. And by all means, like I said before, if you're interested, click the first link in the description. The first 1,000 people get a free premium Skillshare membership. If you're new to my channel, what's up? My name is Arlene St. Cyr. I'm currently 19 years old. I will be turning 20 this 2020. And if you enjoyed this video and want to check out some of my others and even look forward to more in the future, feel free to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. All my links are in the description: my Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest, TikTok, my card website if you have anything else that you want to find in all in one place. You can also subscribe to my second channel, Ectopia, if you'd like. Anywhere you want to find me is in the description. And with all that being said, thank you so much. I love you. Let's start 2021 strong. I'm so excited to make better videos and content for this channel. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.